We know that the Knights Templar is part or one of the organizations of the Illuminati that goes back centuries. So this is exactly what is being shown. You know, this cross that people think is about Yeshua. It has nothing to do with that. We have spoken many times before that the cross is actually a symbol of Satan, a symbol of the beast, a symbol of Tammuz. Even as this article I've shown before, many people assume that the cross is a Christian symbol. Christians have indeed adopted the cross, but its origins date back before the Messiah was ever born. The cross can be dated back to ancient Babylon and the worship of the sun gods Mithra and Tammuz. In fact, the cross was not used by Christians until the 4th century after Emperor Constantine, aka the founder of the Roman Catholic Church. So crosses were not used. None of the disciples or the early followers of Yeshua, the Messianic communities, none of them used the cross as any kind of symbol. The Word of God is clear that it is at the name of Yeshua that every knee will bow. It's all about God's name and His commandments and His Word, nothing to do with symbols. So after pagan Emperor Constantine, a pagan sun worshiper had a vision of the cross in front of the sun. So the cross, again, is a pagan symbol. That is what we are being shown here explicitly, that Will Smith is nothing more than a Jesuit Freemason Illuminati. And these are the people who are showing this propaganda. These are the same people who are conditioning the world and are behind these kinds of productions because they have an agenda in place and they want to fulfill it. And as we keep going, we see a tree in the middle of this room, all lit up by candlelight. I believe pagan worship is taking place here. I believe this is nature / Gaia worship going on, not to mention, you know, the tree again. I believe that the reason why we constantly see this tree symbolism in so many different ways in movies and TV shows and, you know, so many things show this tree. I believe Satan constantly wants to take humanity back to the fall, to the garden, to show them that he was the one that caused man to fall. He wants to undo the work that Yeshua Jesus has done for us in dying for us, in shedding his blood for us, and conquering sin and death and Hades and hell itself, and, you know, rising victoriously. He has given us the chance. The way out of this world is by believing in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. He is the only one who can save us from this world. But the devil wants to take everyone back to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. He wants to keep taking man back to the fall. That is what he constantly wants to keep in our minds.